Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And today is not just an ordinary day. It is then an honor for me, ladies and gentlemen, to be your host for this morning virtual ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the virtual graduation and 26th recognition ceremony of Kawayanon Elementary School, school year 2020-2021 with the theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Kalidad ng edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. To formally open the ceremony, we request everyone to please sing our Philippine National Anthem all together, and this will be followed by interfaith prayer, regional hymn, and Biliran hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, elas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang pinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinagang tulad, awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng atawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitingin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitingin. Lumanang araw ng warhabing pagsikta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya na pagkay mga aking, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Let us bow our heads and feel the presence of the Lord. O God, Creator of heavens and the universe, you are worthy of our praises. In you alone we pray and submit ourselves, for we are nothing without you. We humbly ask for your forgiveness and mercy. Dear Lord, we gather here today with the intent of doing good in thy name. Guide us to the right path. May our efforts be blessed with insights, understanding, wisdom, and respect for all. May our deep faith in you give us strength to act honestly and dwell in all matters before us. Amen.
Children of the the race pilgrim of the heart. Young prancing God's eternal vine, the long and endless line. Blessed Eastern Messiah, lead God to guide us. We make the sun hearken to the call of becoming treasure of the land. Blessed Eastern Messiah, racing towards excellence, we show the path as we hold the course on the faded way onward to victory.
And now, let's hear a welcome remarks of Mrs. Christian Apolinar, School Head of Kawayanon Elementary School, to be followed by a message of Dr. Alma Sicabosur, our Public School District Supervisor.
To our beloved and active PSDS of Caibiran District 2, Dr. Alma Sicabosur, my equally beautiful and handsome school heads of Caibiran 2, members of the Barangay Council, PTA, parents, dedicated teachers, and graduates of Class 2021. My heartfelt salutation to all of you. It is with great pleasure and fulfillment that the school with the teaching force welcome you all to our graduation exercises. Let us all together join hands in welcoming and express our sincerest gratitude to those present who made this graduation possible. Once again, good day and welcome to Kawayanon Elementary School graduation ceremony. Congratulations, graduates.
To the school manager, teachers, parents, and graduates, my warmest congratulations to everyone. This year's graduation is a unique one, a virtual graduation with a theme that revolves on the global pandemic, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. You were able to accomplish the school year activities despite of many struggles in the preparation and delivery of competencies to our learners with the consideration of IATF protocols on the widespread of coronavirus. Today, we honor the graduates for your hard work, dedication, and journey towards success. Modular learning is a challenging way of education, but you were able to cross the whole school year with victory and triumph. Always remember, there is no limit to what you can do if you keep on believing in yourself. To the parents, your guidance bring forth the academic achievement of your children. I salute you for the dedicated cooperation so that self-learning modules, learning activity sheets will be accomplished on time and assisted the performance task and other projects of your children. This is a valuable effort manifested throughout the school year which contributed much in the success of the learners' academic accomplishment. To the teachers, adapting to the new normal way of teaching showed your resilience that we were able to traverse the school year with what is expected from all of us. Keep moving, for the pandemic is not yet over. Kaya natin ito para sa mga bata. To the manager of the school, your leadership take a big part in the accomplishment of the learner's education. Prioritizing and monitoring learners' needs were the vehicle towards being out in front of this educational journey. To everyone, let us not wait for the old normal to be back so that everything will be in place. Never wait for the perfect moment. Instead, let us take every moment and make it perfect. Congratulations, graduates of class 2021, parents, teachers, and school manager. Thank you and keep safe, everyone.
At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, is the presentation and confirmation of candidates for graduation of Kawayanon Elementary School, school year 2020 and 2021. This will be done by Mrs. Christian R. Pulinar, TIC of Kawayanon Elementary School, and this will be confirmed by Dr. Almasi Cabusor, Public Schools District Supervisor of Kaibiran District 2.
In my capacity as school head of Kawayanon Elementary School, I have the honor to present to you 13 candidates for graduation, of whom 5 are boys and 8 are girls, who have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education to the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum for school year 2020-2021.
Confirmation of the candidates for completion. By virtue of power vested in me by the Secretary of Education, Leonor Magtulis Briones, with the school's Division Superintendent, Dr. Judelia R. Lumpas, and by the validity of the data presented to me by your school head, Mrs. Christian Pulinar, 5 males, 8 females, with a total of 13, that you have satisfactorily completed the prescribed basic education curriculum for elementary. I now confirm you completers of Kawayanon Elementary School for school year 2020-2021. You are now eligible to enroll in any junior high school in the country. Congratulations to all.
A pleasant morning to each and everyone. Since the 13 candidates for graduation of Kawayanon Elementary School of Batch 2020 and 2021 have been confirmed, I am Ronald D. Bauno, the Grade 6 Class Advisor of Kawayanon Elementary School. I have the honor to present to you the graduates. Dimate Angelo Ramirez, Donaire E.J. Aldrian Baguna, Lopez Nestor Jr. Ramirez, Rosilio Brian Vince Dimate, Talon Well Virunque, Alaw Maria Bianca Denise Rosilio with honors. Delda Sheila Mission with honors. Delda Sophie Claire, Dimate Vanessa Nartea, Garin Akira Dimillunes, Milyabane Jasmine Nartea, Ulaer Cassandra Talon with honors, and Vilaxe Jeline Nartea. And now, ladies and gentlemen, is the awarding of medals to honor graduates, starting with Alaw Maria Bianca Denise Rosilio with honors. Delda Sheila Mission with honors. And Ulaer Cassandra Talon with honors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, is the message of our DepEd Secretary, Leonor Magtoles Briones. I would like to invite everyone to please watch her video.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. and therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so,
For the message of our regional director, everyone is invited to watch the video.
Today marks another milestone in your lifelong journey in achieving your dreams and successes in life. Finishing your basic education in the midst of pandemic was quite challenging. The shift from the normal to the current situation was a complete change for all of us. The process of keeping abreast with the latest trends in education was not easy, but you did your best in dealing with the challenges of the new normal. This year's graduation theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, highlights DepEd's commitment to provide inclusive and quality education while ensuring the safety of the teachers and learners from the health risks of COVID-19. My dear graduates, you have proven your resilience by braving the threats of the global health crisis in furtherance of useful and productive learning. I congratulate you for your courage and genuine commitment to contribute to nation building by continuously improving your skills and competence through quality basic education. To the champions of education, the tireless teachers, generous stakeholders, and loving parents, this occasion marks another unmistakable example that everything is possible when we unite and pool our resources together. I sincerely thank you for your commitment and inspiration in exploring the most sustainable ways of supporting the learning continuity of our learners in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. Dear graduates, the road ahead is full of uncertainties. Press forward. Let your dreams and aspirations be your guide toward achieving the fullest potentials and building a strong nation for the Filipino youth. Once again, congratulations and Godspeed.
And now, let's hear a message of Dr. Jadala Ruiz Lumpas, our school's division superintendent.
My warmest congratulations to the completers and graduates of Batch 2021. Your stay in your beloved alma mater did not only enrich your minds with relevant knowledge and competencies, but also nurtured you with all the favorable values and positive attitudes. Adding to its glory, what you get from education is contentment, prosperity, honor, and dignity in life, and that is more than material wealth. Completion and graduation rites are symbolic representation of acknowledging your praiseworthy and well-deserved achievements, and the commendable character that were honed and enhanced throughout your years of study. Reaching up to this point is a great achievement, especially that you did this in the midst of global pandemic. In the process of achieving, you all went through hardships, challenges, and adversities. But the good news is, you are able to hurdle all those obstacles. You have become triumphant in overcoming the new normal way of education because you have embraced it with optimism, persistence, and dedication. You may have encountered setbacks, mistakes, and disappointments in your educational journey, but we believe that all those experiences have helped you develop a deeper capacity to deal with life more effectively. You may fall at times and may have imperfections, but you all survive because you achieved something, because you didn't quit. This year's end of school year theme, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, highlights that amid all the challenges, the learners' right to inclusive and quality education and to ensure their safety from the health risks of COVID-19 is given priority. Indeed, despite the struggle that the education sector now encounters due to the pandemic, it never weakens our enthusiasm to emphasize how important education is to the lives of our learners. Today is another milestone in your life. It tells you how far you have come and how much you have gained. Whatever you attain at this moment is also a product of hard work and sacrifices of your parents and teachers, whose guidance, love, support, and care are beyond measure. Before you start celebrating for this youth's success, thank them and appreciate for their efforts. Batch of 2021, it is definitely a great privilege that I share my warmest felicitation, for you have reached this far and have taken an excellent step towards your future. My feelings are filled with great joy and overwhelming delight, and I know too that your parents, guardians have found a sense of relief and satisfaction. On behalf of Schools Division Office of Biliran, I wish you more success in the future. Keep learning, keep accomplishing, and keep venturing wonderful things with remarkable attitude. Congratulations, everyone.
And for the message of our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, let's hear from the Kawayanon A's Grade 5 teacher, Mrs. Jessa Esguduyo, his authorized representative.
Dr. Sois once said, "You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way." To our promising graduates and completers, today marks another significant milestone in your lives. Much joy and delight fills your heart as you savor all the successes and accomplishments you have made over those years of study. Graduation and completion are emblematic representations of all your patience, perseverance, and commitment that you have put on in your educational journey. However, it is more than marching on the stage to receive your diploma or certificate, but it marks the beginning of the next phase of your life, which is something worth celebrating even in these hard times. It's no secret that our education system has been faced with disruption and unprecedented challenges due to COVID-19 pandemic. Yet, it never halts the goal of Department of Education to continue provide quality basic education despite the global health crisis. This year's graduation and completion rites are humble manifestations of our victory over the country's difficult situation. The end of school year theme, kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya, greatly puts significance on valuing education amid all the challenges, but still ensuring the safety of all our personnel and learners from the health risk of COVID-19. We may have encountered hardships in the implementation of the basic education learning continuity plan, yet we remain steadfast and determined to survive. My dear graduates and completers, it has been a long, perhaps exhausting, but certainly a fruitful and rewarding journey. You have toiled so much for all these years and had proven your worth because of your enthusiasm and dedication. Yes, you also work hard to get to this point, but you didn't do it only by yourselves. Never forget to thank your parents, guardians, and teachers for their invaluable services, support, and unconditional love. As you cherish the fruits of your labor, I wish that success keeps following you in everything that you do. You are all stars in the making. Keep shining on. Congratulations, Class 2020 and 2021. Signed by Margarito A. Cadayona Jr., PhD, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent.
At this point, let's hear a message of Mr. Geraldo A. Dimati, our Barangay Captain of Barangay Kawayanon.
Mapay nga aga aton nga tanan, mga ginikanan, mga magturotdo ngan mga kabataan. Yan ang adlaw han iyo virtual moving up graduation nga recognition ceremony. Nagpapasalamat kami han mga ginikanan han iyo waray hulos nga pagsuporta ngan paningkamot nga makalampas ang mga kabataan han era pag-eskwela, labi na yana nga bag-o ang pamaagi han era pag-eskwela tungod hini nga pandemya. Salamat hadton mga magturotdo han pagporsige nga pagpadayon ang paghibaro han mga kabataan. Ngadto han mga kabataan hinaot unta nga makabot niyo an iyo mga pangandoy hakinabuhi ngan igampo nala naton mga nga makatapos hini nga pandemya. God bless ngan maghirot kita nga tanan.
At this juncture, let's hear a message from our grade 6 pupil with honors, Maria Bianca Denise Alaw.
Sa ating mga key officials ng DepEd Biliran, mga punong guro, mga minamahal naming guro, mga magulang, mga kapwa kong mag-aaral na magsisipagtapos sa araw na ito, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ngayon ay atin pong ipinagdiriwang ang isang malaking pangyayari sa ating buhay bilang isang mag-aaral. Ito ang araw na ating pinakahihintay, ang katuparan ng ating masidhing pangarap na matapos ang ating puspusang pagpupunyagi sa pag-aaral. Mga hirap na ating naranasan upang matapos natin ang 7 taon sa piling ng ating mga kaibigan, kapwa mag-aaral at mga guro. Ito ang araw ng katuparan. Ito ang araw na ating pinakahihintay, ang pinakaaasam-asam nating lahat. Ang magawaran ng kaukulang pagkilala ng ating pagtitiis, paghihirap at pagsusumikap. Ito ang tamang araw upang ipagdiwang natin ang matagumpay na maisakatuparan ang pagsusunog ng ating mga kilay alang-alang sa ating kinabukasan. Ang tagumpay ay hindi lang para sa mga natatanging mag-aaral, hindi lamang sa akin ang karangalan na makapagtapos ng may natatanging pagkilala, kundi ang karangalan ay para sa lahat. Una na nating pasalamatan ang ating mahal na paaralan na naging ikalawang tahanan nating lahat. Sa loob ng mahabang 7 taon, naririto tayo upang hubugin ng ating mga dakilang guro ang ating pag-iisip, ang ating puso at ang ating pananampalataya, upang sa darating na panahon ay maging isang kapakipakinabang na mamamayan ng ating bayan sa isang tuwid na daan. Pinanday ang ating pagkatao sa loob ng tamang panahon at sa angking talino ng mga tumayong ikalawang mga magulang natin. Sa pamamagitan ng tamang paggabay ay matagumpay nating naisakatuparan ang nais na igawad sa atin ng ating mga guro. Walang katapusang pasasalamat sa aming mga guro sa kanilang mga tungkulin sa mga mag-aaral. Ang araw na ito ay katuparan ng pagtupad natin sa pangarap ng ating mga magulang. Ang pangarap nilang mabigyan ng tamang edukasyon ang kanilang mga anak. Mapapalad tayo at ginawad sa atin ng ating mga magulang ang ating mga karapatang makatanggap ng tamang edukasyon at mainit nating natanggap ang kanilang walang sawang suporta sa ating pag-aaral. Mga magulang at guro na magkatuwang na humubog at gumabay sa ating wastong asal. Sa kanilang mahabang panahon na ginugol, kaalamang itinuro at pagtuklas sa ating talino na kanilang nilinang, nakarating tayo sa espesyal na araw na ito. Ang lahat ng ito na ating tinatamasa ngayon ay isang malaking tagumpay sa lahat ng taong naghirap para sa atin upang marating natin ang araw na ito. Ngunit hindi dito nagtatapos ang lahat. Hindi ito ang wakas. Ang bahaging ito ng ating buhay mag-aaral ay pasakali pa lamang ng ating mas malaking buhay. Inihanda lamang tayo ng ating mga guro tungkol sa pag-aaral o personal na pakikibaka. Papunta pa lamang tayo sa isang mas mabigat na pakikipagsapalaran. Ngunit dahil sa tulong ng mga taong naghirap, para makapagtapos tayo ng pag-aaral ay taas noo at buong tiwala nating haharapin ang anumang pagsubok. edukasyon ay ang sandata na ibinigay sa atin upang mapagtagumpayan natin ang mga darating na hamon ng buhay. Para sa malaking bahagi ng aming tagumpay, maraming salamat sa aming mga magulang na naririto ngayon upang saksihan ang paunang tagumpay ng kanilang mga anak. Kaya 12 ng aking mga kapwa mag-aaral na magsisipagtapos, nais po namin kayong pagpugayan sa inyong kadakilaan. At higit kanino man, ang taus-pusong pasasalamat natin sa Poong may kapal na siyang may bigay sa atin ng ating kalakasan at karunungan. Kung wala siya ay wala ang lahat ng ito. At bilang pagtatapos sa aking talumpati, nais kong hikayatin ang aking mga kapwa magsisipagtapos na gamitin natin ang tinatamasang karunungan sa ating pag-aaral. Isapuso natin ang lahat ng ating mga natutunan sa paaralang ito. Mula sa mga libro na ating pinag-aralan, mga kaalamang ibinahagi ng ating mga guro at kaalamang pangrelihiyon na ating natutunan. Gamitin natin ang kabutihan ng mga ito upang mapanatili natin ang tuwid na daan tungo sa tagumpay ng ating bayan. Mayroon tayong mahalagang papel na gagampanan para sa ating bayan. Bagamat nasa murang isipan pa lamang ay huwag tayong magsasawalang bahala dahil sa darating na panahon ay tayo ang mamamahala sa ating bayan. Kung kaya ngayon pa lamang ay maging isang mamamayan tayo na makatao at makadiyos upang makamtan natin ang kaginhawaan sa dulo ng tuwid na daan. Isang mainit na pagbati para sa pagtatapos nating lahat. Naway magtagumpay ang bawat isa sa atin sa ating buhay, pag-aaral, gawain at higit sa lahat sa mata ng Diyos. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
And now, let us hear the closing remarks by our PTA President, Mrs. Roma L. Miral.
Ngadtuhan mga K-officials and DepEd Biliran, mga magturutduhan Kawayanon Elementary School, barangay officials, mga proud parents, graduates, pupils, maupay nga adlaw haton nga tanan. Yan ang adlaw, amo ang virtual graduation and recognition ceremony han Kawayanon Elementary School. Dako hinduro an aton pagpasalamat ha aton labaw nga makagarahom nga iya kita gingiya haluyuhan aton ginatubang nga pandemya. Pero bisan ginabot kita hini nga pandemya aada laghap kita nakikibisog parahan kalambuan. An aton pagsuporta ha eskwelahan labi na nga mga kabataan di good naton papabayaan, kay siring paman ang mga kabataan an aton paglaom. Salit, anuman mahitabo, padayon kitahan aton pagpaeskwilahan aton mga anak. Amula anakon masisiring, damo nga salamat.
Presenting the Kawayanon ES Teaching Force, starting with Glenda D. Pakula, Kinder Teacher. Jeremy T. Virana, Grade 1 Teacher. Jeanette Jerusalem, Grade 2 Teacher. Cheryl A. Agang, Grade 3 Teacher. Cheryl A. Estrella, Grade 4 Teacher. Chesa S. Guduyo, Grade 5 Teacher. And Ronald D. Bauno, Grade 6 Teacher. And of course, our energetic TIC of Kawayanon Elementary School, Christian R. Pulinar.
The Kawayanon Elementary School Administrator and teachers sincerely acknowledge their deepest sense of gratitude and thanks to the following. To ever supportive parents for sacrifices and love for education of their children and being responsive to school programs and projects, to the barangay officials, parents, teachers association, Supreme Pupils Government and alumni, to Miss Fanny L. Monsalud for the hygiene kit given to all the pupils, All those in one way or another extended their time and efforts in making this affair a resounding success. Above all, to our Almighty Father for His endless blessings and guidance to all of us that lead us to achieve our goals.